Hello, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, May 11th. Yes, I had to look down at the calendar, and you are watching the Daily Dan, I think. Oh my gosh, it showed up today. Haha. Yes. Oh my gosh. Musk has more successful launches than my intro on this show. Good morning, everybody. It's time to wake up, get up, stop doom scrolling, because the Daily Dan is here to save your morning. The rest of the day, you're on your own, everybody. How's it going? Topo getting the last licks, and Topo's on it. Kumiko's already done and ready to go outside. If you guys saw in the intro, she showed up running in that back door. She came, swooped in on that blue bowl, and then she went out. She is done. She is done. Hello, hi, everybody. I am Dan. How are you guys doing this morning? If you're watching live on my Instagram right now, you can go to youtube.com/RFS Dan. If you'd like to get in the chat or see all the visuals that we're going to do on this show, lots of fun. Today is all about you. We're going to go through the wish.com. We're going to go through the wish.com post that I made a few days ago to see what items you want me to see, you want me to look at with my eyes on Wish. And also, as you guys know, we do have a subreddit here on Reddit. The subreddit is the Daily Dan, and each day I will post the date of the show. Like, I already have tomorrow's show up there. Well, I did have tomorrow's show up there. I don't know how that works. I don't know. Maybe I double posted it. I'll see. But inside, oh no, it's up there. It's up there. But inside here, we will talk about the post that you guys wanted me to talk about from yesterday's episode. Yeah, so we'll be doing that later. Topo is hanging on tight this morning. I'm not sure what his deal is. They've been doing less to almost. They like been doing less to almost no dry food, like hardly any dry food at all, which has been nice. So the money that I'm saving on dry food, which is really a lot, it's a lot. I'm able to put into the canned food, and they seem to be happy about that. But they also seem to be like, hey, like I can't always eat on my own. We should eat now. Hey, what are you up to, Dan? You want to eat? A little bit more petty lately. Like, oh, why are you so cuddly? I don't know. We should talk about it over a snack. Topa says. You're a bit quiet. How's that? There we go. How's that? Is that any better? Is that any better? So I do have a programming alert. I need to take a drink. My voice is just dying. I don't know why. It's all that crap I've been talking. All right, we'll do program alert, and then I need to talk about this smoothie. So, program alert. There will be no Daily Dan tomorrow morning, as I will be on my way to LAX to take Patty to the airport. So I will be gone until the afternoon tomorrow. So there will be no Daily Dan. There's nothing I could do about it. Like, that's so I just had to do that. So there'll be no Daily Dan. On Friday for Getting Baked with Crystal, Crystal and I will be hanging out, doing just like a live hangout show. It'll be you guys and us. No interruptions, no baking, no trivia question. We'll hang out. We have 2 mics here. Crystal and I will sit down, and we'll hang out and talk to you guys. That'll be fun. It'll be like a chill stream. I know you guys have been asking for more just like one-on-one time, so we'll hang out. And then on Sunday, yes, we'll still have Dantix. On Sunday, Crystal will be doing World Baking Day baking from about 2 o'clock to at least 6 o'clock, until she runs out of steam. Where she'll be baking a number of things that you guys can find out here. I'll put the link. You guys, so you can find us all at RFS Dan there on that link below. What? You have a real life apart from us? Little bit. So I don't think we're gonna be playing games. We were trying to decide last night whether we wanted to make it a gaming night or whether we wanted just to sit down and talk with you guys and interact more. So I'm not sure. I kind of voted for let's just chill and hang out, because I can't burn us up, because we still have Dantix Saturday night and Crystal's gonna be on all day Sunday, so I can't burn her up. So I always thought with Friday we would just hang out with you guys. I thought that would be something fine. Yeah. I get to sleep earlier to be ready for Dan's cooking show. Oh, thanks for adjusting your schedule for me. Oh, we could do a Q&A. Anything you guys want. I thought it would be better just to hang out with you guys than it would be to play games. I mean, we could do that too. Dan's going on in the world without us? That isn't allowed. Trust me, I don't want to be going down there anymore. I heard that the traffic's back again. If you guys remember the last couple times I went out to Michigan, it was so desolate over there. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen in LA. It was so bare in LA. There'll be never a time in my life where I'll see that few many people again, and it was crazy. Now I hear it's like a 2-hour drive down there and it's back, so I gotta leave early. I gotta leave really early to get down there. But yes, I am going down into the world where I will listen to podcasts for 2 hours of traffic. And then 2 hours of traffic on the way back from LAX. You guys can Google Lancaster to LAX on Google Maps if you'd like to see my route. LA traffic is horrible. Yeah, but it wasn't for a while. It was nice for a while. So the smoothie. Can we play Jackbox again? It was so much fun on New Year's Eve. I don't know. Is that what you guys... I don't know. Maybe... Look, if I put it to a vote, you guys are just going to want to play games. Because that's fun. But I sort of just wanted to hang out and talk with you guys. I wanted to test that out. I want to test out what it's like with Crystal and I and a microphone. And some sort of agenda. Like some sort of formatical agenda. Because I think that would work pretty well as something. So anyway, you're up to date on your program updates now. So I got the smoothie, and usually I get the fruit from, excuse me. Man, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna lose my voice at some point. It's 1 hour and 21 minutes away from right now. Okay, perfect. So that means it's just moderate traffic. It's usually 2 hours and 2 hours, to get to LAX. So that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. I'm okay with that. 14 to the 5 to the 105. No, 14 to the 5 to the 405. Get off, where LAX is. So it's 14, 5, and the 5 keeps going down, to Disneyland, and then I go straight down the middle. The 105 is way over that way more still, I think. Yeah, so anyway, so that's what we'll be going. Okay, so we got the smoothie. I always get the frozen fruit. I pick up the frozen fruit for Crystal, who makes the smoothies in the morning before she goes to work. Usually I get them at Stater Brothers, Albertsons, and stuff like that. You get the little bags of peaches and the little bags of, we have peaches, mangoes, and... I don't recall what we put in there, but you can see it's like pinkish. It doesn't usually have like strawberries or much stuff like that in there. I don't think Crystal likes the seeds. Then when we went to Walmart, we got this big old bag of fruit, right? So we had this big old bag. I always hold I don't have a bag, but I don't know why I always hold things like I've unrolled it, like sneechy boochies. So we get this big old bag of mixed fruit because we couldn't find peaches. Peaches are frozen peaches aren't around. They're hanging out with the edamame and the mild sauce from Taco Bell. So we get those, and today Crystal makes a smoothie. I forgot all about it. Today Crystal makes a smoothie, and I'm like, what's chalky about it? It tastes like you put like fiber in it or something. It tastes different. And she's like, oh, that's that Walmart. That's that Walmart fruit. I'm like, huh. Okay. Not the biggest fan of the Walmart frozen fruit, I guess. I don't know. Time to go. Time to get the haircut. Oh yes, Hannah, who hasn't cut her hair in 10 years, is getting a haircut. Goodbye, Cousin It. Hello, Hannah. You'll have to send us pictures. I really hope you go for that, side shave, but down look, and just kind of have that thing coming with that flow in the back, kind of like me, but, with more body to more body to your hair. You should do that. Yes. Okay, anyway, let's see what we have on the agenda today for everybody. Yes, okay, I will say that before we go on, last programming alert. I did go to... Oh, I got 2 item things to talk about. I went to Spectrum and got a phone number. So I did that first. I have a phone number now for this house. I don't have a phone hooked up to it. I'm trying to figure out how to hook the phone up to not hook up the phone to my mixer, but split the audio so the audio goes into my mixer so you can hear it, and then people at home can hear me on the phone. But I got the digits. Oh, I'm hooking up with myself. So I got that. So I'm gonna figure out a phone. I love it. They just handed me this little RJ15 jack or RJ11 jack and just a cord, and I just walk out okay. So I will definitely figure out a phone way. So maybe Dantix won't be cutting people off and stuff, like it usually does, because people are super unhappy that when they try to call in the phone lines that it doesn't work all the time, which it works for the Daily Dan, but when people start piling in, I think Skype just goes bleh. I can't handle it, man. Bill Gates, what are you doing? Bill Gates is like, dude, I got my hands full right now. So I don't know. So anyway, so I went and got a phone line. I got to figure out a phone, and then I went and picked up a camera. This box is $200. Holy cow. So I went and picked up a new camera. And then I'm sending this other one back. Screw it, I'm sending this back. I am not, you guys can't sell me crappy products. Yes. All right, so what do we have here for topics? You guys, yay, we can call Dan. You can call me anyway. That's the other, and I'll keep the other phone number until it runs out, but the other phone number is still there. Yes. House phone, what? Okay. now I'm stuck on this topic again. Okay, so then I go over to Best Buy's, and you go over to the Best Buy, and they won't let you in, and they're like, what are you doing here? It's like the club. I'm like, I need like and I'm like, I treat the guy like he's never talked about this since the 90s. I was like, all right, check this out. I need like a land phone, you know, the ones that used to plug into the wall. And he looks at me, he's all like, it's like right there. And there's like an end cap of phones, right? But I treat it like nobody's done this in 30 years. So I get over to the end cap of phones, and there's a variety of phones there, none of which I need, like none of which suit what we need to do here for the game show. So Blake and I looks like almost an hour, and we left. So I'm gonna try to figure out one online. Yes. Okay. Yes, but yes, you guys will have a new number to call. It'll hopefully be more consistent. So over here, you guys posted stuff for me to look at wish.com. I haven't looked at any of this stuff. This is what my Facebook looks like. Yeah. Approval messages, blah, 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 blah. Hey, thank you for the 5 people that reviewed me and gave me a 5-star rating. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I'll take it. It's probably all my family. I love you guys if that was you. All right, so right here, I asked you guys to post some crazy wish.com items. So I sorted them by the newest, and you guys obliged. Marilyn, who can't follow the rules, with a happy dancing baby. All right, happy dancing baby. Laura, let's see, let's kill it. Let's click it and see. I don't want to read it too much. Serial killer spoon, unique birthday gift. Oh, I love their tags and stuff like that. So this is a spoon that is engraved with serial killer on it. Oh my gosh, if it's smooth, it's fine. There's also no nose on the skull because we gotta save that ink, or we have to save that engraving for the eyes of the next one. But there's no nose on the skull. Look, people bought this. People are down for serial killer. Oh my gosh, it's a baby spoon. It's a baby spoon. Serial killer. How much? I didn't see how much this is. What is this? This thing's got to be like $5.99, right? It's small. It's smaller than somebody's Kindle. Okay. That looks like that's gonna wear off in a while. That looks like that's just like lasering. That's like laser etched on it. That can't be good. What? How much? How much are these? Oh, $1.81. Oh my gosh. What's the gimmick though? Like, is it $40 shipping from Wish? Is that what's going on with Wish.com? It's like $40 shipping. Huh. My iPad froze. Are you getting rid of Skype? I am not, because I can't get rid of Skype because some of you guys are calling in from out of the country. So I'll have like Dantic's Game Show at Skype will be open and minimized. So when you guys call, I can answer that, and then the phone will ring like a phone line. I don't know. It's gonna be more for Crystal to juggle. She was not pleased with this at all. It's like she's still not on board right now. All right, let's check out this other link here by Laura. Oh, build your own humans. I'm down for this because it reminds me kind of like when I go to the supermarket and there's all the crab pieces in there. There's like the crab body and the crab legs, and you could build your own crab. Here you could build your own person. How do they get away with these things only being $6? Oh my gosh. It's a gamble. I think they get money from shipping because it also takes forever to get shipped. Brittany, are you ordering stuff from Wish.com? I have not. I don't think I've ordered stuff from Wish.com. Maybe Crystal has. I don't know. I'm new to Wish.com. You guys have been talking about this thing for years. I've only been talking about it for the last year or so. I think we did some of this on the game show a year ago. So a year goes by fast. But I'm only a year into Wish. And I've only been to the site a few times. But I don't even know how you make these. I would take one of those hands. I always said that if I was really super rich, it would have to be more than $1 million. I'd buy Thien from the Addams Family, just the hand, and I would just pay him money. I don't know if Thien was a guy or a girl. I would just pay Thien money, and Thien would just like rub my head or itch my back or just give me a massage. Take Thien everywhere with me. So I want to buy Thien just to have that extra hand. You know me. I always wanted a third hand. So I thought that would be cool. $6 though. Oh my gosh. How is this happening? I need some pictures. I need some product pictures and some reviews. It is awesome, especially for the price. Feels slightly real too. Ew, love it. Arrived early. Oh yeah, only part of it came. Boom! Oh my gosh, where's my rim shot? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh, it does look kind of real. Dexter is returning soon. They're gonna have another season of Dexter. So Crystal's been having Dexter on. If you guys are an Amazon Prime fan, I believe it's on Amazon Prime right now. You guys should watch it because a new season of Dexter is going to come out. And these first handful of seasons were really good. And, I've been sitting here like editing or doing something and I can see the TV and watching it. And that's what that reminds me of, all the body parts and stuff like that. It was a good show. Good show. So an online Walmart, yeah, right? It's just all cheap counterfeit knockoff stuff. That's pretty good. My grandson absolutely loves it. What is your grandson doing with body parts? You should be alarmed. You should definitely be alarmed. All right, next item here. Let's click on it. Oh my gosh, a chicken helmet. No way. Are you serious? Where's Jess? Jess, where's the Jess signal? Oh my gosh. Where's your mom? I need your mom, Jess. Oh my gosh. Does this really work? Do we scroll down to see if there's photos from people that actually got one of these? It's a pattern, a chicken helmet pattern. Okay. Okay, so what do we actually get? The pattern to make this? Whoa. Oh my gosh. I'm like, it prevents the chicken from breaking and protects the chicken from breaking and protecting the chicken's head. Are chickens breaking their heads? Foxy Quality, you have a chicken? Are they breaking their heads? Helmet size can be adjusted to suit different poultry sizes. That's very odd to call them poultry sizes. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Please let there be pictures. There's nothing. There's nothing. So I wonder what it is. Poultry helmet only. Other accessories demoed in the picture not included. Poultry helmet only. Poultry helmet only. Let's see what that gets. Would that not be like the strap with the button, or what am I getting? Oh no, look, it looks complete. I am digging this. I am liking this. It looks like they repurposed like old football helmets from the quarter machines back in the day. They used to have those. And this is my favorite thing ever. Like, we need a chicken. We need a chicken. You know what? There's no way that somebody's got this. I gotta Google it and see, because you gotta watch out. You gotta watch out what you type. Chicken helmet. Is there a video of a chicken with the helmet on it? There's not. There's only wish.com stuff. Oh, look, you can get like all kinds of stuff. Look, this is rad. Look, it keeps their flaps away. I know somebody that needs that. All right, I am down. I think this is cool. Look, you can get them chicken boots and rooster boots. Why we need to how do we get a chicken? They're out here. I know they're out here. We need to do this. We need to get chicken. We need to get a chicken for this helmet. Oh, what is this thing? Dude, this thing can go into combat. Oh my gosh. And then I can get a chicken head for me. You guys, this is amazing. I've seen saddles for chickens, never a helmet. Well, now we can collect them all. Oh no, might need to get one for my friend for her chicken. Foxy Koala, if you do, please send me a moving video of it. That is amazing. This made my day right here. Who sent that? I think Crystal, the animal lover, sent that. Who sent that? You did. Oh my gosh. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We'll come back to you. A pair of 3D raw meat pork bacon ankle socks. If you would like for me to learn how to put my foot in my mouth, other than like figuratively speaking, that might do the trick. Oh my gosh. I think that I would end up just learning how to bend over and put my feet in my mouth. Wow, look at it. They have the Ohashis on them too. This is great. I mean, I don't want them, but I mean, it's got good marbling, right? Where's Al from Eat More Vegans? Is that good marbling? $4. I think I would rather have the chicken helmet. The chicken helmet. Let's see. People wearing these? They are not wearing them. All right. Any more? Oh, there's one from Crystal. Let's see. What did Crystal say? Oh, it looks how real it looks. Oh, Ton trick, magic horrible ton, fake ton, realistic elasticity. Do I bite it at the end? Oh, look. Ew, 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 ew. What will people think of next? Dude, this tongue trick. So I'm supposed to put it in my mouth. It's not pierced though. I'd have to pierce it. I'd have to like, I have one of these. I can just pierce it through it. And then what? I'm like, like when does like what's a tongue trick? What am I doing? What trick do we do with the tongue? Like, you know what's gonna get them? Is the, I don't know, double wet willy? I'm not sure I don't know what trick we're doing with the tongue. Nancy with the nope. Nancy with the nope. Oh, I have my thing. Tom Edwards says, hi Dan, hello, welcome to the Daily Dan. Oh my gosh. Oh. Casey says, do you know anybody with chickens? If so, ask if you could borrow it. I don't know, but I think I might have to get one of those helmets and just put it on a chicken somewhere else. Like, I'll go find a chicken. I don't even care. Brittany with all the nopes. Oh, there's no pictures with it. Of course there's no photos with it. Oh, that is gross. And it's like almost $5 worth of goo. It was $5. Oh, they're sold out. You know? I bet the mom from the Goonies just bought them all. She's just like, throw mama from the trains like, I'll take them all. Ooh, that was an old joke, huh? All right, well, that is it for Wish.com. Thank you guys so much for submitting it. I can make another thread here if you guys want to go to RFS Dan on Facebook. You can submit what you'd like to see me review from Wish. Yeah, from Wish.com. All right, what else did I have next? I think we were going into more stuff here. I want to see the people that bought them. I know, David, and I think it's kind of cool when they have the photos of the people that actually are using it or trying it. Maybe we should get Wish.com items, and maybe we should review them and take our own photos. Like I said, I wanted to send Jess a bunch of money so she could buy us a bunch of Wish.com items for us to review. But I'm thinking this is easier and safer. I can smell the plastic, you know, like that rubbery cover thing. I can smell it. Adrian said that he DM'd me a Wish.com fail. Let's see if I could do this. Oh, okay, so check this out. I can see right away here Adrian sent me all these Pocket Monster figures. Right here, let's click on this Wish.com and see what it takes us to. 144 pieces of Pocket Monsters. And let me tell you about this. I have these. I've had these for over 10 years. I have maybe a big, like a bucket. I have a bucket with hundreds of these things in here. Maybe they're not a Nintendo product, but they came from Japan. Like they all, or I don't know if those ones did, but all mine came from Japan because they're in every quarter machine. They're every knockoff store. Everybody's got like Pocket Monsters that are not painted correctly. I mean, I see a Ninetales there, and I see like a Cubone, and I see a Pichu. And that's $21. That's pretty inexpensive. They're very expensive back in the day, but these are kind of cool. Man, Blake's sleeping. They're in his room. Maybe he'll get up before the show's over and I can have him get them. We have those piles of them, and the painting on them are so bad. So bad. But they were actually really super cool. There's no pictures of them, but they were actually really super cool. Let's see the photo. Is this your actual photos of them? What the heck? That's not... See, because there's that Magna Carp. That is not painted correctly. Oh, it's me. That is not... Those aren't painted. That's not right. That is not... Oh my gosh, the Bulbasaur. Oh, what is that on top? Is that a chocolate cake? Is that the lava cake on top? Oh my gosh. Oh, those are bad. I don't think ours are painted that bad. I'm gonna have to pay attention to them now, but I see what you're getting at with the Wish.com version of this, and I can no longer defend this anymore, Adrian. Oh yeah, I have these. I'll have to find them. I'll have to find them and see. All right, let me close all these tabs here, so we don't have any more Wish.com stuff open. But just real quick before we go, can we just marvel again over these wonderful chicken helmets? I think this might be the most fantastic thing ever. Oh my gosh. Oh, Goldine. Yes. Okay. Yes, you're right. And Ivysaur. My bad. My bad. It was okay. So yes, it wasn't a full-on Bulbasaur because it didn't have that big flower hanging out the back, right? The one that makes you sneeze. Anyway, I thought that was great. Ooh, whoa. I thought that was great. The cats are gone. There we go. Wish.com, everybody. Go to RFS Dan. Post your wish stuff. And let's check out our. Let's refresh and check out our topic thread here. So on Reddit, that's smooth transition. Smooth transition. There we go. So on Reddit, on r/TheDailyDan, you guys posted a couple things that you wanted me to check out and talk about, and we will check on those now. You should review them and post pics. You can promote your YouTube channel. Can you promote your YouTube channel on there? Not so much on like wish.com. I can submit photos, but anytime there's like product, like branding and stuff like that, like in the Aldi group, I'm in this group for Aldi, and in the Aldi group, they're always posting pictures and stuff. So everybody's like, oh, I got my new this or that. And then like, I think I made a small video of the cats playing in one of the cat trees that you can get at the Aldi. And that was fine. And then a bunch of months later, another like cat thing came out from it, and I did it, but I had a watermark of RFS cats in the bottom. They wouldn't let that happen. They wouldn't let that happen. Yeah, so I will have to join r/TheDailyDan. Yes, if you guys go to r/DailyDan on Reddit, you guys can ask questions. The first one was this YouTube video link, which goes to GaryCon. Gary V's got a convention. So it's GaryCon and NFTs and the relations towards marketing and conferences. Ooh, that's a fun one. That sounds like this is going to be a bad TED Talk. So we all know that NFTs are coming out, right? Non-fungible tokens. And the basics of it is a computer-based algorithm that makes something impossible to duplicate or replicate to that degree. Something like that. Blake and I were reading more a bit last night. And the more I read about it, the more, not confused, but more questions I have. So Gary's got one of these blockchains things, and he's making these tokens because with the blockchain, and I'm not sure how the blockchain works, but with inside an algorithm, there's only so many things that happen in there, and some of them are rarer than others. Some things might happen 10 times in this weird blockchain. Dude, see, I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about. Things are rare. Gary V made tokens of them, and now he's gonna sell these or auction these rare tokens off, and you can trade them in for pizza parties with Gary V or stuff like that. I am not educated enough to really know what's going on here. So I read that as Feet Friends, not V Friends. Oh, I'm sure Feet Friends Foxy Koala's already taken and locked down. So he's gonna be auctioning off these tokens, right? And some of these tokens are like, oh look, here he goes, hang out with him in person and have lunch in person. And there's 10 of these tokens. 125 virtual tokens, so you can cash it in and have a hangout with him on Skype or Zoom or whatever and stuff like that. And these are going to be auctioned off. And what makes these rare is just the way the computer algorithm makes it. They're not duplicatable. So once you have one of these, you have one of these until you cash it in. So they're trying to make it like currency. If I have a dollar bill in my hand, I can give you that dollar, and now you have this dollar. Because it's $1. It's just the $1. I'm not taking this dollar and like making copies of this dollar. It's just the $1. And same with these non-fungible tokens that happen on the computer thing. He just happened to add his drawings to all the computer jargon, that's a visual representation of the dollar, whatever it is. So if I have one of these, like say I have this this wine shopping spree like token thing down here. I get to go on a wine shopping spree with him or something like that. I don't know what me and Gary are doing. It's probably a lot of him just like being super intense. He radiates heat like the sun. So then I could trade that in, and he knows it's real. So I think this is the coolest way I've seen NFTs done so far. So I'm okay with this. Imagine if you were able to make NFTs with like coupons and tokens, but you could just make coupons and tokens anyway, and that's fine for someone like me. But somebody big like Gary V, people could be like duplicating stuff and doing knockoffs. So I think this is okay that Gary V's doing this. More importantly, Gary V's having his own convention called VCon, where you get to hang out with Gary V. I gotta make sure this video doesn't play. Which is smart. I wonder if we'll end up. I can't play this video. This is the VCon video for Gary V. And if you guys don't know who Gary V is, you should look him up. He's smart. He's just got an intense way of getting you there. Yeah. So anyway, to answer your question, I still think I'm still too new at NFTs to understand what 100% of it's going on. I can feel like I get it, but I can't explain it. I can explain it as well as Musk explained Dogecoin on the Weekend Update on Saturday Night Live. Okay, so back onto this main page. Let's see what else. Another one here. Thoughts on this one? This one was a Nintendo one. Okay. What else do you guys want to know about? Nintendo seemingly teases Nintendo Switch 2. I didn't read any of these articles. I just click open link so I could stop any music that was playing, but I did not read this. Okay, so let's see what this one says here that you guys want me to see. Nintendo seemingly teases Nintendo Switch 2. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Nintendo Switch 2 is going to have to come out. This one, it comes from comicbook.com. Oh, nice. Way to snag that .com. Who's comicbook.com? Way to go. Oh my gosh. I mean, your site's kind of naked and it looks like it's 10 years old, but wow. A lot of celebrities are doing NFTs. It's very risky with these things. I think a lot of people are going to end up losing on NFTs. I don't know. I just don't trust it. It's just money laundering. Right now right now is the best time, Jim, to money launder so much. Let's do it. Let's money launder. I have $10 million. Draw a picture, make it an NFT, put it up for auction for $10 million. Bam. There's money laundering. I don't know either. As the internet more goes digitally, and you know, because like, when was the last time, like, I don't touch paper money. Everything's just digital, and this is just another way of having digital stuff. You know, it is rare because it's supposed to be an algorithm breakable, but you know how that goes. It's computers. Everything that can be done on a computer can be undone on a computer. And that's just something I've learned with being in the computer business since I was a child. So I don't know either. I don't want to buy an NFT, but I see right now everybody's that's selling them is making money on them. Selling them. Yes. Okay. Nintendo more or less just confirmed the successor of the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch Pro. Ooh. Depending on how you decipher the comments. Whatever the case, Nintendo fans are excited for months, have been excited for months and months. Rumors, reports, and leaks have been circulating about Nintendo Switch Pro, which would be an upgrade to Nintendo Switch that's more powerful and more expensive. I mean, isn't that the way everything works? More powerful and more expensive. While there's been plenty of Nintendo Switch Pro speculations, there's been little to speculate about what the next platform will be, which is odd considering that the Nintendo Switch, according to Nintendo, is halfway through its lifespan. It is not odd. Who wrote this? Do you not... Look, Tyler, first of all, your name's Tyler, so you're probably like 23. And yes, yes. Like, Nintendo's always come out with midlife cycle replacements. I wish Blake was awake. They're in his bedroom. I have my Game Boy. Then I have my Game Boy Advance, the clamshell. Remember the little clamshell one? Then I have my Game Boy SP. I have my Game Boy Advance SP. I had, like, they always come out with another model. The GameCube came out with that gold model that had a DVD player in it. So yes, this is good. This is good because I'll tell you why this is good. And I know you guys are like, well, Dan, don't you have two Nintendo Switches here? Aren't you mad that the Nintendo Switch is getting an upgrade and it's leaving your Nintendo Switch in the dust? And, no, because they are updating the guts in it. So, like, I order, and because the guts are outdated anyway. So I have an Xbox sitting on my desk here. Once that Xbox gets to my hand, it's got 3-year-old technology in it. You know, it's old. It's already old. So the Switch gets here, and it's already old. Hey, man. It's me, it's Mr. Nintendo. I need to order up another million. Order up another million Switches. They're like, all right, prices have changed and come down. Now it's cheaper and more affordable, and it can be more compact now. Look at the NES. There's a smaller version of the NES because the boards became smaller as technology grew. And this is the same thing. We should be happy that they are doing stuff, and I'll give it to Xbox and PlayStation a little bit. They're updating the hardware without taking the software out of my hands. I should still always be able to put my Switch games in my Switch and then put it in the Switch Pro, and I can still play it. That is okay, so I'm okay with this. I'll be a tiny bit envious as a fanboy that I don't have the latest and greatest, because no doubt the design's going to be a little bit nicer. But don't get me wrong, I would rather them make 5 more revisions of this and still be able to play the same cartridge or the same game in my hand than them just going onto a new console. It was Nintendo. There was no, like, it was Nintendo, then Super Nintendo. Then they went back and they made the Nintendo smaller and the Super Nintendo smaller. But it was Nintendo and Super Nintendo. There was no halfway life cycle of putting out a new NES or anything like that. PlayStation 2, you know what helped PlayStation 2? The PlayStation 3, where you could play the games on. So I'm super stoked that I can, like, still play my games on their future technology when they could just leave you in the dust and do, like, the Wii U. The Wii U played some of the Wii games, right? But, like, it was still this odd halfway point that I didn't know about. Brittany says, I have drifting in both joysticks. Did you already go to their... Okay, so Nintendo had a big drifting lawsuit coming up, and they had this happen with the Nintendo 64, which had the worst drifting of anybody. And I had a clear Nintendo 64 controller, and you can see springs in there. Horrible. I had drifting issues about a year into my Switch. There was a program, I don't know if it's still good, where you would just send the joysticks. When did I do it? I did it when I went camping. Poor Crystal, I left her with no Joy-Cons. Well, we have a Pro controller. I pulled them off, I threw them in the envelope, I put their prepaid thing on there, I shipped it off to them. In about a week and a half, they sent them back, no drifting problem, and you're all good. So I would suggest you looking into it. Without, looking into it, because they didn't want to get sued, so they were fixing people's Joy-Cons. You just have to see if they qualify for them to fix the drifting issues. The one thing I will be worried about the drifting issues on is I have one of these. Hold on. I have the Switch Lite also. So I have a Switch that's hooked to the TV. That's pretty much crystals, and I have the Switch Lite. So in this Switch Lite here, the Joy-Cons do not come off. So when I eventually have drifting problems, unless they have me send this whole unit in here, which I don't want to do, I'm gonna have to open this thing up and put new Joy-Cons in there. Yes. I use electrical contact cleaner. It helps a little while. For the drifting problem, the drifting problems is I'll make your screen break. Thank you. Who's directing me on that? Thank you, Brittany. So yeah, mine doesn't even have options to slide these off to send them in. So I'm wondering, oh, this feels so good in my hand. I'm wondering what's gonna happen. I should turn that on, or I haven't played the Switch in a long time, in like months. Yeah, I should definitely turn it on. So in conclusion, I don't know who wrote that topic there. In conclusion, I'm super happy. I'm super happy that they're at least coming out with something that looks cool. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I'm always excited. Yeah, for the drifting issues, huh? Interesting. I thought it was a digital pad thing, but yes, I made sure I got the yellow. I got my Pika yellow. Yeah, definitely. So no, in conclusion, I am happy with this. I don't know about the price tag being higher. Usually they lower a little bit, or a good thing is, like, if you want to get a Nintendo Switch and you don't need this Pro version of it, you can wait a little bit, and all of a sudden you'll see Nintendo, like, Switches, like, maybe drop in price, because you've never seen them drop in price ever. So if you see them drop in price a little bit, snatch one up if you're looking to get one. So it might be a good time to get one soon, within the next few months, through summer or the end of the year when they announce it. Usually probably at the end of summer. You'll probably be able to get a little bit of a discount, maybe like $50 at most, probably more like $20. So it'll be a good time to get a Switch. The light version is good for kids. I don't know. Either way, it's got longer battery life. The light version of it. It's cute. It's cuter. So it is more like a Game Boy, and yeah. I played it all the way home from Michigan. I just played it on the airplane until I fell asleep. That was me. All right, well, thank you guys so much. And like I said, you guys can go to r/TheDailyDan on Reddit, and there's already a topic thread for tomorrow there. If you guys want to post anything you got me to look at here on Reddit, on the Daily Dan. All right, let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines before we get out of here, and I can get on my day. Today will be another crazy day, and like I said, tomorrow I'll be heading off to LAX that's what I want to do with my life. All right, and hopefully I'll order one of these phone things soon. I don't know. I have to figure out how to split the lines here, and you guys will be able to call on my new phone number. All right, you can call up and chat about anything on the show today. Ooh, that's not the topic. Topic is nothing. Topic is deleted. There we go. You are on the Daily Dan.
Hi, Dan. It's Brittany.
Hey, Brittany, how's it going?
In bed.
What's up? What brings you to the Daily Dan today?
They can talk about the Nintendo being awesome.
Oh,
and being
yeah?
my childhood.
Are you still playing it? I haven't played mine in forever. Crystal got really into Animal Crossing for a while. And then since she set that down, I don't think she's played it too much. What are you playing right now?
I just got the new Pokemon Snap game last night.
Yes. Did they make a new one, or is this a repackaged version of the Nintendo 64?
It's the same concept, but updated with the new Pokemon and technology and stuff.
Nice. How do you like that? I tried to play it a little bit, cause see, back in the Nintendo 64 days, that was the first time we got 3D anything. So up until then, Pokemon had only been on handhelds and top-down flat views. So when Pokemon Snap came out, I got excited that we finally got a 3D Pokemon game, only to play it to find out that it's on rails. You're like on a train or on a car, and all you can do is move your camera around and take a picture of Pokemon. And I'm like, this is stupid.
It takes up to an hour to beat, too. I can beat that game in under an hour.
For Pokemon Snap?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so I don't know.
I tried up one night because I was like, this is really fast.
Right, so I'm like, this is crazy. So it didn't appeal to me too much. So when I see it, I'm like, cool, but like, I just have flashbacks to when I felt like I was being lied to, although I could have read what it was about. But back in the late 90s, it just wasn't right. So I would try it. Maybe as an adult, I'd be okay. But as a kid, I was not stoked.
Yeah.
I was not stoked.
I was a little disappointed with it because there really is no background music. There is barely any noise at all. So that I was kind of disappointed with that part. But I do like how the camera works. I love watching all the Pokemon. And when you level up, you unlock different Pokemon that comes through. So you can go to the same spot multiple times, but still see new stuff.
Right. See,
interest. And then the first 3D Pokemon game that I played was Hey You Pikachu.
okay, right, and that was a little bit but that was still not like you couldn't go out and adventure
That
like
was
you do now.
Wait, you had the bike.
Oh, that's true, huh? You did have the bike. Well,
Yeah, that Pikachu, and I always got mad at the Pikachu for putting tissues everywhere.
yeah. See, it says this is is this a remake or a sequel? First and foremost, you should understand that the new Pokemon Snap is a sequel, not a remake, a remaster or a reinterpretation. All new story, region, and mechanics await you. So if it's not recycled material, they didn't have like any good background music or anything.
No, there's like when you're just sitting there like in the little lobby or like the research lab, there's no music. And the characters speak kind of weird. They'll say like kind of like random words, like a whole text thing will be up there, but the only thing you hear is "thank you."
People are not happy with this game at all.
So like what you hear and what you read doesn't really click. Like granted, yes, I played it for like 3 hours because I kept getting hooked. Like, oh, what Pokemon am I gonna see now?
That's okay. It looks like everybody only played it for 3 hours. It has a 3.8. Some kids say it's amazing. Some people say it's horribly boring. Probably the adults. Well, those are the $59.99 bricks there for you. Adrian says, I bet Brittany doesn't have all the Pokemon captured. That sounds like a challenge.
I played the game for 3 hours. Of course not yet.
That sounds like a challenge.
It is a challenge. I'm going to do it. It's going to take time.
Sam says, I really like the new Pokemon Snap. I would try it. I don't want to buy it. I would try it.
The graphics of it, though. The graphics is nice. I do like the game. It's a little slow, just like the other Pokemon Snap. There's a lot of talking because the Professor Mir, what a weird name.
Not even Professor Oak?
Goes through all your pictures and stuff, so that takes a little bit of time.
Look, I can't play this game because if I play a game where I'm taking selfies and stuff and shooting around, and Jess finds out that I'm not because I don't post every day on Instagram like she tells me to, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm never gonna hear the end of you have time to take photos inside video games, but not in real life. So I'm gonna have to stay away from that.
When you do it in the game, your butt is on the couch. You're not actually going anywhere. You're just moving your thumb. It's like for the real world, you have to get off your butt and go outside where the people are.
Well, I don't mind. What do you think about the new Switch Pro? Does that bother you in any way, or is that ineffective to your life?
I'm gonna get it.
Are you really? Are you that person? Like you're just gonna get it no matter what?
I wait about a year, maybe 2 after the things come out, to get it so I can work out more of the bugs of it.
Yeah. So by the time the Pro comes out, they should have those bugs worked out. You'd think, right?
Yeah, I would hope so because I want more Mario games because I love Nintendo and Mario's the only game.
I would love more Mario too. I would love more Mario Kart. I thought that's what we were gonna get over at Christmas time until they put out those Mario Kart like remote control cars, and those ended up kind of flopping. Brittany, you there? Did I lose you? Looks like I lost you. Well, maybe you fell asleep to La La Land. Sweet dreams, and thank you for calling the Daily Dan. Oh, you are on the Daily Dan.
Hey, it's Ben, Dan. How you doing, bud?
All right, Ben. How's it going?
I'm hanging in there, sir.
All right. What brings you to the Daily Dan today?
I just want to come in, say hi, and see how you all were doing. I missed Saturday night and wasn't able to get in. I did get in, I think.
Yeah, we talked to you a few times. Well, check this out, Ben. This Friday, we're going to have like a live hangout thing, I think, here instead of getting baked with Crystal, because on Sunday, she's going to do some mega World Baking Day baking from like 2 Pacific to ? So that'll be fun. But Friday night, it'll be a good time. I don't know if I'll open up the lines or not, but it'll definitely be us hanging out with you guys, like more like this style. So you guys will be able to,
cool.
Yeah, maybe we'll open up the lines. You guys will be able to ask Crystal anything. I know a lot of people are always trying to ask Crystal questions, so I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be funny for you guys to pick her brain and put her underneath the spotlight for a minute.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys' friendship, Dan. I mean, like I said, it took me learning about you through VidCon videos on Justin Jamie's channel, and and then when you had your stuff. Oh, and I'm also a member of your Reddit subreddit now. I did
yes.
That. Did that the day you started it, so.
Good. If you find anything fun or any cool topics or any things that you want us to talk about here, you just put them there, and then we can click on them and talk about them.
I tell you what I'd like to talk about for a minute if I could. I can't believe China has their own space station now.
Do they? Yeah, see, I don't know what the rules are about space, and I was thinking about that the other day. Like, who's got the rules, and, like, who gets space, who owns Moon or Mars where we're trying to go build? I don't know what the rules are. Like, every country, like, should be trying to go to space, right? Or trying to figure that out because they're gonna get left behind, like the beta tape.
Right,
so
right.
I don't know. I didn't know that China had a space station, but I didn't think about it. I knew they had part of the rocket that got stuck on the rock on the way
about
up.
A month ago, I saw that they actually started building a space station. The one that they had a problem with one of the modules going up, but that was that. I mean, it all started back in the 50s when Russia put Sputnik into space, and then they said they were going to the moon, and we got the beginning of the Mercury and the Apollo program. But did you know that Werner von Braun and the guys who actually worked and began NASA, they were the ones who were who worked on the V1 and V2 rockets for the Germans during the Second World War.
Right. Well,
yeah, they got after the Second World War, we got them out of there, and they all became and Goddard now Goddard, Robert Goddard, the father of the space exploration thing here in this country. I mean, his was a fascinating story. How he got interested in building little rockets. Like I used to do the model rockets when I was a kid.
Yes.
Yeah, and all. But I never pursued anything in that field. But it was fun building those things and watching them go. And then I watched these videos on YouTube about people building real big ones and see how high they can go.
Right,
Some of them
right.
get into like a suborbital thing before coming down.
Yes, I know. That's so crazy. And they launch it off like in their areas too. Like you don't have to have like that much permits to like let one of those go up so high. I think, Ben. I think China making a space station will work out just fine as long as they don't get their stuff from Wish.com. I think they'll be okay. But I always wonder who owns the space in space. Who owns the lanes on the freeways out there? I don't know.
I think it's first come, first served. That kind of mentality. Okay, it all started with the Apollo-Soyuz test project. That was the first thing where they got together.
Right.
Then the first American space station back in the 70s was Skylab.
Ooh, yes.
And then after Skylab, they didn't do too much with that. Then comes along the Hubble telescope. Now, Hubble was wonderful. The pictures were amazing.
Right. That was like our first look. That was our first real look.
And then, then you have the Space Shuttle. Now, the Russians had their version of the Space Shuttle, but they said the theory was that they stole the design from the U.S. because it looked exactly like our Space Shuttle.
Right.
And then with, all the stuff that the Space Shuttle did and everything, that was a new chapter in our space exploration.
Yeah.
Then, they're talking about going back to the moon and putting a colony, a base on the moon. Sort of like that TV show, Space 1999. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, kind of. And yes, we are absolutely going to the moon. Like it's happening 2024. I think we'll be at the moon, so we can make a station over there, so we can shoot a starship from the moon to Mars quicker. Would you say that TV show was called?
I'm just wondering how long it's going to be before we hear from Captain Kirk and Spock. Come on now.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Space 1999.
Yeah,
That's an
I
old
like
TV
those
show.
shows. I mean, all of the incarnations of the Star Trek franchise. I loved it. I even liked Enterprise, where it was the very first, warp drive capable from Ephraim Cochrane. He built that. Well, the one movie where they actually met Ephraim Cochrane, and and all. But I don't know. Now they're talking about private industry sending people into space, but the price tag is so exorbitant. It's not SpaceX, but there's another company. This guy, I think it was the guy you talked about that got 4 seats, I think, and it was like
Yes.
$56 billion to go. Or
Right.
something like that.
Yes, and it was from SpaceX, and he did buy the 4 seats. He gave 2 away to Make-A-Wish, and he gave another seat to like a raffle to raise money. But this is all stuff that like they need to do to raise the money to keep funding SpaceX. Same with like SpaceX is also being funded because they have their new satellite system out there where 80% of the world right now has access to internet, decent speed internet, maybe 100 meg internet at that now. That's also going to help fund the space exploration. So this guy's paying a lot of money to be launched up in space in a probe. This isn't happening that long from now. It's going to happen, I think, this year. The probe's got this big dome on the top, like a glass dome, so you can look out. The mission with those 4 people, I think it's 3 days up there, and it's on autopilot, and it'll go around there, and you'll hang out and do all the stuff, and then come back down. I think that is fantastic and brave at the same time. They were interviewing some of the people that won the contest to go into space, and they were so floored about it. Ben, I would love to do it, and at the same time, I am deathly scared.
Right. Well, you heard what happened to Gene Roddenberry's ashes, didn't you?
No. Well, what did happen to Gene Roddenberry's ashes?
they actually were shot into space.
Oh my gosh! Like, were they scattered, or is it like in an urn blasting through space somewhere in an orbit?
I believe it's in an urn somewhere on a satellite or something. But getting back to the satellite thing, real quick, if they put new satellites up, as long as they don't call it Skynet, you know what happened with...
I do. I'm okay with it being called Skynet as long as Miles Dyson's not in charge. We're good, and the uprising of the Terminators won't happen.
Yeah, I could not believe. I mean, you know, the thing, but yeah, he actually did that. But there is a company that will, if you want to, part of your loved one's ashes, they will send them into space. I can't remember how long ago that was, if even the company is still in business. But yeah, I could see you floating around in orbit for the rest of your days.
I would love that, and I love this whole technology thing. I love it. It's getting faster and quicker in less time, and I love it. I enjoy watching all these launches. I watch them all. I enjoy seeing the technology happen. I'm so excited that in my lifetime, the one thing that I always wanted to see most is going to happen in the next 2 years, and that is we're going to go to the moon. And there's one thing that I've always thought would be cool to see in my lifetime. And as long as I don't cross the road to get to the other side and I stay alive, I should be able to see that. And I think I'll be pretty stoked when that happens.
Well, I remember watching as a kid in 1969 the first Apollo moon landing in there. The schools I went to in California, they were called continuation schools in high school. But in elementary and junior high school, whenever an Apollo moon launch happened, it was a free day for us. The teacher would bring TV into the room. They'd bring cupcakes and snacks, and we'd sit there and watch it because it was history being made.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. And
men in outer space, back in the days, what I heard from back in the 50s, I mean, you had your Buck Rogers and you had, Tom Corbett, space cadet type stuff.
Right.
And it was just a theory, but to have it actually happen in your lifetime, that's why I enjoy learning about a lot of things in my life that I have seen. Like I said, I was born in 1963, September 7th. I mean, I was too young to know it, but 2 months later, Kennedy was killed in Dallas, and then his brother was killed. Martin Luther King was killed. The Vietnam War happened. I mean, I remember as a kid watching the news and seeing the stories about the war of Vietnam, and then back in the 70s, the 72 Munich Olympics. I remember watching this day where those Israeli athletes were killed by the terrorists.
yes, right.
And you don't remember this stuff. How can you remember that? I said, if you live through something and it has a profound impact on your life, you're going to remember it. And those things had an impact on my life.
Forever, yes.
It was historical things happening. And, people can say, oh, where were you when such and such happened? Well, I can remember where I was when 9/11 happened. I was working with my job with the state of Maryland, we were reestablishing ditch lines. I was driving my dump truck, hauling dirt to a dump, and my boss came back and said, "Hey, you got a radio in your truck?" I go, "Why?" I said, "It only gets AM." He said, you should be able to get a news report. I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Planes just flew into the World Trade Center." And I said, "You're kidding me."
Yeah,
so
right.
I heard that, and I listened to it. At lunchtime, we were at a little place eating lunch. They had TVs, and it was showing the burning tower, and then the other tower getting hit. And I just went, "Oh, my God." You wouldn't think that something like that would happen in the U.S. at the time.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. That was pretty crazy.
And that just put a profound effect on me, and I knew it was really going down. I was driving on a freeway, and right next to a National Guard armory, they had a big truck in the driveway. They had it blocked off, and they had the MPs with M16s on their sides patrolling. I knew it was real then when that happened. First, I didn't want to believe it was happening until I saw that.
Yeah, all those things you definitely remember. When the Berlin Wall happened, I was 8 years old when the Berlin Wall went down. I can see myself in what I was wearing that day. Like, no other time during that year, but that day. So I get it. Like, any kind of monumental historical events, those do get etched in your mind forever. And it's crazy to think, like, you saw them go to the moon. The gap in technology was so much greater than us going to the moon now with the technology that's available to us. So I know it's not a competition, but I would think that it would be more impressive to watch something back then happen, since there wasn't anything back then. There wasn't no internet, there wasn't no cell phones. You know, I don't even know if fax machines were around back then, if that, you know. So I think that that's pretty mind-blowing, and I'm ready to have my mind blown again, Ben, when we go back to the moon. I'm taking that day off of, I don't know, life to watch, because I think it's pretty awesome. Well, yeah.
And look at the cooperation we have with the International Space Station. We have Japanese, we have Russian, and we have American astronauts working side by side.
It's about time, and it's what it's going to take to keep humans going, because we're so selfish that we have to keep ourselves going after this planet's done and depleted, and it's going to take all of us being together to make it happen. To make it happen.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, you know, it's just mind-boggling. At one time, you would have never called U.S. astronauts with Russian astronauts, or Japanese for that matter. But now,
Yeah, right.
The International Space Station, I mean, you have all three space agencies working together. And, correct me if I'm wrong, our American astronauts, we get sent into space off of Russian, don't we get sent into space? No, actually we use SpaceX now, but at one time, didn't we use Russian Soyuz, not Soyuz,
you're right.
rockets to get there at one time?
Yes, I believe we were carpooling. I think they called it Uber. And they, we carpooled into space for a while when we did not have a space shuttle program. Because I was working at NASA when the space shuttle blew up, and I was working there. And after that, they were just like, all right, we're just shutting down. Like, so many people were out of jobs. They're like, we're just gonna shut this down. And then so now you had to hitch a ride to space. We'd show up with our backpacks on to the landing pads with our thumbs out. And up we went. But yes, now we have SpaceX to get there and back with the same rocket over and over again, which is amazing.
I went to the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum Annex at Dulles Airport, the Udvar-Hazy Center. And right in the middle of this hangar, they have one of these space shuttles. And just to stand there and look at the enormous size.
Yes.
And to think, when that comes in, it has no power when it lands. It's just like a rock falling. But something like that to see, and planes in general, you look at their shape and you think, it should be impossible that those things fly. But it's the shape of the wing that causes airplanes to fly, and all like that. And it was modeled like birds. You know, look at birds. They fly easily. And then they tried to do that concept. If you watch real old videos on YouTube, you can find where they tried to mimic the shape of the bird's wings, and they couldn't do it right and everything. But and you look at stuff like airplanes, and you say, it should be impossible those things fly. But that big hunk of metal, big plane full of metal, it gets up and goes. And that's one of the fascinating things about science.
It's a lot of stuff that we take for granted here. Also, it was really cool.
Scientific mind, you know, it's possible, you know.
Right. It was cool as a kid, you know, when the space shuttle would land out here. It was cool as a kid. All of a sudden, like, the bell would ring. We'd go outside for like a recess. We'd hear the double sonic booms, boom, 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 boom. And then it'd come down. You would just watch it fall like a rock all the way into our town, and then go land at the landing strip. It was so cool. It's something that I didn't, until I was an adult and didn't realize that the space shuttle didn't land in everybody's backyard, or not everybody's got a NASA in their backyard. I just didn't care. Now we're super fascinated with it. I saw a picture from 1975 from this hangar, this Lockheed hangar that's about 3 miles away that I passed by all the time. I used to work right up the street from it. I saw a picture in 1975 on the inside of it, and there was like 7 or 8 SR-71 Blackbirds being built in different stages. They look like something out of Star Wars, like X-Wing fighters or something. It was so cool.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, that is
we
right
were traveling
there.
from California to visit my grandparents one year.
Right.
We were driving parallel to the White Sands Missile Range, and all of a sudden, we got pulled over by the military police at a checkpoint because they were going to fire some rockets.
Yeah, gotta have that road closure.
Road down. So we see these rockets take off, 3 of them, and then you hear 3 explosions where they detonated them, and it was like, wow, that was a cool thing to see.
Yes.
And I mean, I was, and like you say, things that fascinate your mind, get you to thinking, what's the future going to be,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe one day, like the Jetsons, we'll have robot android servants to, help.
I think they're going to kill us before we get to make them like Rosie the Robot.
That would be neat. Rosie the Robot would be nice. And, but...
That's why I'm a nice to my Alexa. That's why I'm always like, thank you, Alexa. Because when the uprising happens, maybe Arnold will be nice to me and take me to Judgment Day. All right, Ben, I got to wrap this up here.
I have a streaming box, and I just got a voice activated control for it. So whenever I ask Alexa, Roku, my Roku device, what time it is, and she says, I say, hey, Roku, thank you, and she says, you're welcome.
Yep, and you can be a doomsday prepper all you want, but you know what will keep you alive during the computer uprising is a please and a thank you. Mm-hmm. All right, Ben. Well, you have a great day here. Thank you for calling in the Daily Dan. Call back in. We're gonna have a Crystal and Dan hangout time, so we'll be able to ask more questions, answer more questions, and hang out like this. And I think it'll be a good time.
Well, you take care, Dan. Have a wonderful week. Tell
You
Crystal
too.
and Blake I said hello.
Sure
and
will.
everybody in the chat, y'all have a wonderful day wherever you're at in this crazy place we call Earth.
Mm-hmm. Bye, Ben. Good talking to you, and I'll see you next time here on the Daily Dan.
Thank you, Dan. Bye-bye.
All right. Another day. I like the Jetsons. I was a Jetsons fan too. I like the Jetsons. I couldn't wait. I'm like, man, one day. And although we will never have anything like the Jetsons, seeing the stuff that's been happening over the last few years and what's going to happen before the end of this decade, which I should still totally be alive for. Like, there's no reason for me to die in the next, 10 years. So I'm so stoked to be able to finally see something of the future happen before my eyes. The moon, Mars. I don't know. I need moon cheese, rock, or I need a moon rock, something. But I'm super excited for what's going on. Super excited. I watched the Jetsons yesterday. It was good until Elroy found Orbity. Then it got really weird after that. Yes. All right, everybody. You guys all have a good day. Thank you for watching the Daily Dan. Like I said, program alert. I will not be around tomorrow for the Daily Dan. Tomorrow I will be down making a round trip at LAX, so I won't be back till the middle of the afternoon. But we'll be back tomorrow night with Dan Tries Cooking, where I think we are gonna. What are we gonna make? I don't know. I think we are gonna try to panko some cauliflower and panko some chicken and hang out with you guys. Oh, and Crystal's gonna make homemade Alfredo sauce. And most importantly, hang out with you guys. So everybody have a good night. Have a good night. Have a good day. I hope this got you excited. It's time for me to go to infinity and beyond. See you guys tomorrow.